But David, point today, is that about a fair result?
Yeah, I think so. I think we scored a really good goal. We then gave them too much respect for half an hour. We've tweaked some things at half time, and we were probably the better team in the second half. And if anyone's disappointed not to win it, it's probably us, as I've just said to the players. But then you've got to understand that Chesterfield are a good team, one of the best teams in the division, even though, you know, maybe the table doesn't say that they are. So I think probably a draw was a fair result, but if there was any team that was going to win it or likely to win it was going to be us. But we didn't quite manage to get the rub of the green. One or two chances that didn't quite go our way.
It's a good goal, wasn't it, Jordan Davis?
Yeah, great finish, great header from Jason. And the disappointing thing first half is we gave them too much respect. We took a step backwards at that point. It's like, come on, lads. I said to them at half time, I said, come on, what are you doing? You know, and the lads responded brilliantly well to that. And like I say, we were much more front-footed, if you want, for a better term. There was more to it than that, much more sort of tactical nuance to it. And we're a much better team. I thought it was a proper game of football with two good teams who were trying to do the best on, again, a tricky pitch. And yeah, I thought it's one of them where I'm disappointed that we've only got 1 point. But then you never know, them games can go either way sometimes, and you end up with none. But you know, we're not used to drawing games, so it's that. How do you actually feel? You know, first home draw, I think it is, isn't it?
Yeah, this season, yeah.
Yeah. So I think you see a committed team, and we're trying our best to get better. Today we've shown glimpses of it. And we didn't do enough in that half-hour period. The real disappointing thing is, I think we've had more big chances than them, and their best chances come from a corner, and that's the corner that we've worked on all week preventing. That's the real kick in the teeth today. So we have to lick our wounds from that, but then we've done some other good stuff. So again, it's that mixed bag of emotions, mixed bag of performance that equals an equal game.
Yeah, what was that good stuff that you saw today?
Well, the ground jewels was up, the aerial jewels was up, all them little bits. But there was a specific thing, we knew that they'd play a high line. The amount of times we got in behind them or tried to get in behind them, it didn't quite work. There was a little bit of quality or maybe the wrong sort of angle of run. There was a couple in the second half where Jason's made two great runs and we just haven't passed him the ball and he's in. Then when we have passed the ball, the defender's got that run. So there was, you know, let's be honest, the goal sort of come about like that. It was a forward ball, comes back, little back through, and before you know it, Jordan Davis is clean through on goal, and we've worked on that all week, and that's how we scored the goal. Would have preferred to have more of them, but it didn't quite work out like that. So, you know, it wasn't for a lack of trying. There was just like I say, on a tricky pitch, it bounces up around your hips at times, and maybe takes the odd divot and what have you. So two teams trying to play football. I had a cup of tea with Cookie before the game, and he was saying you're in the top three teams that we've played this year in terms of football, and how good you are. You know, and it's hard to replicate that on our pitch, but it was a committed performance, and one in the end that you go could have won it, maybe should have won it. You know, Jason's had a great chance at the end and got shoved over of his shooting. If he doesn't shoot, it's a penalty, but because he shoots, it's not a penalty. That's the sort of unwritten laws of the game. On another day, with a bit more nuance, you know, maybe when he gets to 34 or 35, if it were Paddy Madden at the other end, he'd have done that because he'd have known the contact was coming. But, you know, and like Jason's devastated in there, and it's like, come on, you were very good today, very, very good. You know, he's got an assist and he could have had another goal or two. So, yeah, we'll watch it back tomorrow morning and get back in next week and pick the bones out of it and improve again.
Justin's come back after his injury. How do you feel he got on?
Yeah, I think obviously it's his first match for a number of weeks, and I thought he showed some really good stuff, and there's some stuff that looked a bit rusty. And that mixed bag, it wasn't for one to trying. You know, the play, I don't think anybody's levelled at us this year that it's not a one for trying. You know, with the exception of maybe Swindon, where half of them were ill and they couldn't actually get about the pitch. they're trying the best, and Justin was no different today. Obviously, it's hard to come in sort of not out of the blue. He's trained and what have you, but there's a difference between fitness and match sharpness. And there were one or two bits that you thought, well, that's going to help us going forwards. One or two bits where it's like in 3, 4, 5 games time he's going to be up to speed, and that'll come off for him. So a bit of a mixed bag, but we sort of half expected that given the the layoff that he's had.
Yeah, and another plus, Charles Ferdinand comes back, his first appearance in September.
Yeah, that's huge for the club, huge for him, and now we've got to manage him. We tried lots of different things to keep him fit, and then he overstretched trying to keep a ball in, and we've got to make sure that we do everything we can to keep that lad fit, because he's a very good player for us and an important player for us.
Cheers, David. Thank you.